Our project involves creating a GUI using the tkinter library in Python. This application allows customers to select a taxi from a list of available vehicles, input their starting and ending points, and also calculate the fare based on the distance between the 2 points. This application is designed to store the customer data in a database so that we can retrieve it for the future users. The cab booking system project aims to provide a convenient and user-friendly way for customers to book a taxi ride quickly and easily. Hello everyone, I'm USHASWI. The app which was to make today is car booking system, and now I'm going to give you a brief introduction of the app and also the first part of the code. Coming to the code, we use from tkinter import and the following codes. The import statements in this code used to bring the external modules and packages into the program. Like the tkinter import imports all the classes, functions and constants from the tkinter. Coming to the random, it provides functions for generating random numbers and sequences like date and time, and which provides classes for working with dates, times and intervals and so on. And now we are using SQLite connect user.db as db. This above command is used for executing SQL commands on the database. The with statement is used to automatically close the database. Now we are using SQLite 3 for the database. Now coming to the main class, we are introducing class user here, where we give username password for the user to create. For this, we started using def __ init, which initializes useful variables and creates widgets from the GUI. Now coming to the login function, we define the login function here, and for the database connection we are using SQLite, which we introduced in the first part. Same with the this code. We used if result. If the input we have given is correct, it will show the result like welcome. If it's wrong, it shows the error like show error, oops, username not found. If we want to create the new account, the new user function is also created, and the database as same. And same with the following code, where we use the if and else statement. If it is success, we show success account created. If it's error, we give the command show error, show info for to show the correct and error in the codes. And coming to the widgets, we give widgets for username, password, login, create account to show it on the page. Next, we created the class travel for inside the app, where we given the title car booking system, and we have given commands like string var, int var, where string var is used for variables that are used to keep track of the value, and int var is for the variables. And we use string var for things like first name, surname, address, postcode, which we have given in the page, and tags, travel insurance, luggage, which will be further shown in the application in the video. Next, if we want to exit the application, we given the function exit, where it shows a prompt, do you want to exit? If yes, we destroy this and we go to the front page. And same with the first name, surname, pay tax, subtotal, total cost, which were given in the application. And this self.reset counter, where the counter is set to 1, which would start counting from the first reset operation if ever it is reset. And the following code is explained by my other teammate. Thank you.
I am Bashwanth. I am going to talk about the graphical user interface for a cab booking system using the Tkinter module in Python, which is our project. The code defines and layouts various GUI components such as frames, labels, and text boxes using the pack and grid geometry patterns. It also sets the text and formatting for the labels, entries, and buttons. Overall, this code is responsible for the user interface for the cab booking system. Let's get into the code. By seeing this main frame, stop, self, hype, title, customer detail frame, you will get confused what are frames. Let me explain you in detail. The code provided is written in the Python and uses the Tkinter library for GUI design as we know. It is an GUI application for a cab booking system. The codes create different frames for different sections of the GUI, such as the customer details frame, booking details frame, receipt frame, etc. The main frame is the main frame of the application. It packed with full both horizontal and vertical spaces. The top frame is a subframe that sits at the top of the main frame and it is packed to fill both horizontal and vertical space. The label title label which is then placed in the top frame. The customer details frame is another subframe that sits at the bottom of the main frame and it is packed to fill both horizontal and vertical space. The frame details is a subframe of customer details frame and it is packed to fill both horizontal and vertical spaces customer name. And travel frame and subframe of the frame details and they are packed to the left and right of the frame details frame respectively. The book frame and the cost frame are the subframes of the frame details and they are placed below the customer name and travel frame. The recipient bottom frame is a subframe of the customer details which tells about the customer details, how customer want to buy the products and sell the products. And it is packed to fill both horizontal and vertical spaces. In this code, customer details mainly tells about the how customer want to travel and which from which location to which location. Recipient frame, do you know? Recipient frame plays a main role and key role in every code and recipient bottom frame and the placed in the top and bottom of the recipient bottom frame respectively. The code that creates labels and entry visit for each field in the customer name frame such as first name, surname and the address of the customer etc. are these all in the travel frame contains a label for pickup and comment. Common box is a widget for users to select the pickup location and drop location of the customer. The code also creates frame for book frame and the cost frame.
Hello friends, I am Kapish Mittal and I am going to talk about the data interpretation and data collection part in our cab booking system. So this is the part where all the data that has been collected is interpreted by the code and then given output by the code. This part, the random number, reference number is generated for every transaction or every booking that has been done by the user in our cab booking project. Now the user has to add different types of data in the cab booking process so that we can proceed further. So we use the insert command for this same. In this, all the data is taken by the code using insert command and the code interprets and collects all the data from the user side. For example, the date, the first name, surname, address, postal code, telephone number, mobile number, email, etc. And also other booking information if the user has prepaid or pre-booked any kind of booking. And also if the data is missing, any important or necessary data has been missing or not input by the user, then the code will show error of no input. Now here is the part where all the data that has been collected by the code gets interpreted by the code. So for different data collected, the code processes the data differently. For example, this is for the cab taxi amount. So which type of cab has the user chosen and what type of taxi they want is interpreted here. Here is about the kilometers, about how much kilometers the user is driving. For example, from their drop location to their pickup location, there is a distance of about 5 kilometers. This will be calculated by the code itself, and then it will show them the kilometers that they are going to travel. Also, now this part which shows the traveling area, like the from which path are they are going to travel, from what destination to what destination. Now this part interprets about the luggage. If the user is carrying any type of luggage with them, then the code will take the luggage amount the in kilograms, and then convert multiply it with the fare uh, given, so that it can calculate the extra fare for luggage. Here the data about the type of car or the type of cab that the user wants to drive inside is given. So different options will show different availability to the user, and what kind of cab they can choose to pick. From example, from a prime sedan to a micro cab, they can choose accordingly, and the data and the code will interpret the data for the same. The last part here is about the payment part, where the code calculates the total amount of fare that the user has to pay, which ranges from the prepaid tax and the tax which has to be paid by the government tax, and also the fare for every kilometer and every extra luggage that they have to pay. So the paid tax is a different part, the subtotal is the fare, and the total cost will be calculated by the code, which is the sum of the paid tax and subtotal costs. Also, invalid input is there if in any case there is some error or misinterpretation or wrong input by the user.
Okay guys, now let's see the demo of the code. Okay, we will try to run the code. Okay, you can see the code. Okay, now we will try to run the code. Wait. Now I'm running the code, and as we see, we got the interface login panel. Okay, now just we will create an account. Basically, we will create an account. The account will be like BASHWANTH. Okay, and the password will be 123456. Okay, then create an account. It's showing that account have been created. Okay, then click on OK. Then it came back to the login page. Now the username will be BASHWANTH, and the password will be 123456. Okay, then login. See, now the interface has been opened as welcome Bashwanth cab booking system. Now we will try to enter the details. Okay, my first name is Bashwan, and the surname, let us give as small as k. Okay, address will be Potteri, and the pin code will be 603203, and the telephone number, let's give a random number, and the mobile number, and the email, let's give a random email. Okay, and the pickup, where she did pick up from the North Avenue. Okay, and the dropping point we will give as Blaker Street. Okay, and the polling will be 3. And let's tick on the basic charges and distance in kilometers and traveling insurance and extra luggage. Okay, now select the type of cab you want to. Okay, there are 3: standard cab, Ford Galaxy, Ford Monday cab. Let's select the third one, which is expensive one. And now you can select a single, return, or special needs. Let's select the special needs. Okay, then click on the total. You got the total as 839 rupees. The total charge of your trip will be 839 rupees. If you want to know, if you want to get the receipt, then click on the receipt. You will get the receipt. In this receipt, you can see how much they have charged and how they have charged according to your journey. Okay. Then if you want to reset the whole thing, then just click on the reset button. The whole interface will be normal. Then click on the exit. You can exit. This is the project. Thank you guys.